This is the story of a man who accidentally falls into a nuclear waste, which causes some shocking mutations inside him. He is surprised to discover new powers within himself. What he does with these powers is what we'll find out in this story. At the beginning of the story, we see a man named Enjoy, who survives by committing petty thefts. He is seen running from the police because he had stolen a watch, and the police were chasing him. To escape them, Enjoy jumps into a nearby river and hides near a wall. When the police can't find him, they leave. As Enjoy tries to get out of the water, the pipe he is standing on breaks, and he falls into the water. This pipe was leaking radioactive waves, which enter his body after he falls in. Somehow, he manages to get out of the water and runs toward his house. On the way, he starts feeling unwell due to the radioactive waste. A strange liquid starts coming from his mouth. Even after reaching home, he continues vomiting the liquid, and his body starts to tremble. But the next morning, when he wakes up, he's completely fine. Later, he goes to his neighbor Sergio to sell the stolen watch. Sergio worked with a gangster named Fabio, a madman who once killed one of his men just because he brought the wrong color of phone. Sergio gives Enjoy 100 euros for the watch and offers him a job in a drug deal. Enjoy agrees because the money is good. They go to Sergio's house, where Enjoy also meets his daughter Alicia, who had become mentally unstable after her mother died. She behaved like a child and loved watching cartoons. Then, Sergio and Enjoy go for the drug deal. They were smuggling drugs using two men in whose stomachs drug packets were surgically implanted. But one packet bursts inside one of the men, and he dies from a drug overdose. Seeing this, his brother gets furious and blames Sergio. He starts shooting. Sergio, before dying, smashes the guy's head against the wall. But not before the man shoots Enjoy, and he falls from a very tall building. Surviving such a fall was impossible, but soon Enjoy opens his eyes, and he is perfectly fine. Even he is shocked to see how he survived. He runs away from the scene, knowing the police would arrive soon. Meanwhile, we see Fabio in a club, meeting a woman named Ninja, one of Rome's biggest drug dealers. She asks about the money from the last drug deal. Fabio lies that everything went smoothly and the drugs are safe, even though the truth was that he never got the drugs. Had she known the truth, she would have killed him then and there. Back at home, Alicia asks Enjoy about her grandfather. He says nothing and goes to his room. She continues knocking on his door. Annoyed, Enjoy punches the door, and his fist goes straight through it. He is shocked. To test his strength, he shoves his cupboard, which gets stuck into the wall. Realizing he has gained superhuman strength from the radioactive waste, he goes out and pulls an ATM machine, bringing it home to steal money. He buys food and notices that the bullet wound on his shoulder is also fully healed, thanks to his new powers. The next day, Fabio and his gang come to Alicia's house to ask about her grandfather. She knows nothing. Fabio thinks they ran away with his drugs, so he starts troubling Alicia. Just then, Enjoy bursts in through the door. A huge man tries to fight him, but Enjoy throws him like a toy. Everyone is stunned. Fabio, scared, runs away but cuts off one of Enjoy's fingers before leaving. Enjoy simply attaches it back to his hand, hoping it will heal. Alicia begins to believe that Enjoy is her favorite cartoon superhero. She says nothing to him, but she has seen a viral video of him stealing the ATM. The police are now looking for him. Elsewhere, Fabio's henchman Antonio tells him that they must return Ninja's money if they want to live. Fabio refuses because it would hurt his ego. Antonio plans to leave the gang, which makes Fabio furious, and he unleashes his attack dogs on Antonio, killing him. Enjoy takes Alicia to an amusement park, where he uses his powers to run a ride for her. Fabio, meanwhile, borrows money from a friend and dances with her in the car. But suddenly, Ninja shows up, pulls Fabio out of the car, pours gasoline on him, and is about to set him on fire. The friend opens fire and kills all the men. Fabio and she together kill the attackers, but Ninja escapes. Furious, Fabio kills his own friend in anger. When Fabio returns to his base, he finds all his men dead. They had been killed in retaliation. Just then, he sees the news on TV, about Enjoy stopping a bus using his super strength. Recognizing him, Fabio heads out to find him. Enjoy and Alicia are now on the run, as police are hunting him down after the ATM video went viral. They stay at a hotel, but Fabio arrives there, knocks Enjoy out with a tranquilizer, and ties him up. Fabio blackmails him. If Enjoy doesn't tell him the secret of his powers, he will kill Alicia. To save her, Enjoy reveals everything and takes Fabio to the river. Seeing the radioactive pipe, Fabio finally believes him. Just then, Ninja arrives with her men and opens fire. Alicia gets shot, and Fabio throws Ninja into the radioactive water and sets her on fire. Alicia dies in Enjoy's arms, telling him with her last breath to use his powers to help people. The next day, Fabio also jumps into the river and comes out with powers like Enjoy. He is thrilled. The first thing he does is put on makeup and go to Ninja's base, where he kills everyone, records it, and posts it to become famous like Enjoy. He finds a stash of bombs and is delighted. We then see a heartbroken Enjoy wandering the streets. He sees a car accident and saves a little girl using his powers. Her mother cries and thanks him. Then, he sees the news. Fabio is planning to bomb Rome's biggest stadium. Enjoy rushes to the stadium filled with thousands of people. He searches and finds Fabio in the parking lot holding a bomb remote. A fierce fight begins between them. Fabio escapes into the stadium, activates the bomb, but Enjoy grabs both Fabio and the bomb and jumps off a bridge into the river. The bomb explodes, blowing Fabio's head off. Everyone believes Enjoy has died in the blast. But we see he's alive, looking over the city. He now decides that from here on, he will use his powers to help others.